Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kick the Problem. I'm your one and only Shivam back again with a new video on trees. Today we are going to solve a problem on reverse level order traversal. If you are new to our channel, please do like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. Now let's see the solution of this problem. So guys, in our last video I have explained you about level order traversal. But today we are going to solve a problem on reverse level order traversal. In level order traversal, we had to print our nodes level by level. Like first of all, we are going to print all the nodes in level 1, then in level 2, then in level 3. So we will have output as first of all we'll print 1, then 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7. So by seeing the question, that is reverse level order traversal, you might think that by printing the elements or nodes of level order traversal, after that if you reverse, then you are going to get reverse level order traversal. But that's not true. By doing reverse of level order, we are not going to get reverse level order traversal. In reverse level order traversal, you have to print the all the nodes that are present in last level. So here last level is level 3, so we have to print first 4, 5, 6, 7, then after 2 and 3, then 1. You can see over here. So guys, in code also I haven't made a lot of changes. It's similar to like last code that I have explained you in last video. And just I have made some changes like in last video. First of all, just while iterating our while loop, last time we have gone through for left node before and then after right node, but here in this case first we have gone for right node, then after left node. Like you can see over here, temp dot right not equals to null, so we have added that node, and then after we have checked for left node. So guys, basically, and one more thing, I have added one more line, this collection dot reverse for array list. So guys, I have initialized an array list ARR of all elements of integer type, and then after I have checked if node is equals to null. That means if our tree is empty, then we'll return empty array list. And then after I have initialized a queue of like, we can say that it is operated as linked list in Java. And then after I have added the root node into our queue dot add node. So what is our root node in this tree? 1. So it will come to our queue. So I will add 1 to our queue, and then after our while loop will uh, start to iterate, and it will iterate our while loop till our queue is empty or not. When it will become empty, then our while loop will stop to work. At the starting, we have initialized a temp variable, and we have pulled a element from the queue and initialize to temp variable. So if there is one, so we will pop up from our queue, and then after we'll initialize to temp variable 1, and then after we will add this uh, variable, like the data that is stored in temp variable will add to the array list. Like you can see arr dot add temp data, so one will be added to our array list. And then after we will check if temp dot right not equals to null, we will add that element to the queue. So I will check on right side of temp. Initially temp is pointing to data containing 1, so temp is pointing to our root node, and the right side of this, it is not equals to null, so we'll add this 3 to our queue. And then after same thing, it is checking for left. If temp dot left not equals to null, so we have to add that also into queue. Here left side of 1 is also null, so we have to add this also to our queue. So I have added 2 also to the queue. And then after our while loop is ended over here, that means it will again go, our while loop again start, and it will check again our queue is empty or not. It's not empty, it consists of 2 elements, so again 3 will be popped out from our queue, and temp variable will be initialized with 3, and 3 will be added to our array list. And again for 3 I will check the right node of 3 is empty or not. It's not empty. And left side of 3 is empty or not. It's not empty, so we'll add 7 and 6 to our queue. After 2 we'll add 7, and then after we'll add 6. Now again 2 will be popped out, and 2 will be initialized to temp variable, and 2 will also be added to our array list. And then for 2 we'll check its right and left. The right node of 2 is empty or not, it's not empty, and left node of 2 is empty or not, it's not empty. So we'll add again 5 and 4 to our queue. 5 is added to our queue, 4 is added to our queue. Now next time 7 will be popped from our queue, and it will be initialized to temp variable, and it will also be added to our array list. After that, for 7 we'll check the right node of 7 is empty, again left node is 7 of empty, so we no need to add any children of 7 to our queue. So for next iteration, 6 will be popped, and temp variable will be initialized with 6, and 6 will be added to our array list. Now for 6, again right and left children node are empty, so no need to add anything to the queue. Now in the same way, 5 will be popped out, and temp variable will be initialized to 5, and 5 will be added to queue. Same thing, there are no children right node or left node of 5, so no need to add to the queue. Again 4 will be popped out and initialized to our temp variable, and there is no children of 4, you can see no right node, no left node, so 4 will be added to our array list, and nothing will be added to our queue. Now after this, when control comes to our while loop, and it will check our queue is empty or not. Now in this condition our queue is empty, so while loop will be stopped. And then after, you can see over here our output of reverse order traversal is 4 5 6 7 2 3 1, but our array list consists of 1 3 2 7 6 5 4. So how will we get our output? Output is just opposite of the elements what we got in our array list. So you can see 4 5 6 7 2 3 1. So you can use simple function collection dot reverse of array list, so the elements in the array list will be reversed, and simply you can return this array list. The time complexity of this approach is order of n, because we have used a while loop to traverse our, like, we for each node in our tree our while loop will be run, and space complexity of our approach is order of n, because we have used an extra space for an array list as well as for queue. So guys, let's compile our code. So guys, this is our code. Let's compile our code. You can see our code is running properly. This is the same question of example, and its output is 3 2 1. Same. Let's submit our code. Our code is correct, and we have got 2 points, 100% right. So guys, if you like our video, please do like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. In future I'll be uploading many this kinds of video related to DS and Argo. Till then, keep enjoying and keep watching Kick the Problem. Bye bye.